study. One of our stores, we've scaled to $1.6 million in 90 days. And, a lot of learnings in the process, a lot of different things that, we could have done better. So a lot of mistakes that we have done. And I want to share those with you so that you scale your stores faster. And especially coming into Q4, we're in the best time of the year when it comes to e-commerce businesses. Like we're literally entering the period of time where we can absolutely crush, but there's certain things that you have to have in place in order to do good numbers and in order not to absolutely break your business in the process. So very excited to share those with you. If you have some questions along the way, as I'm going through my presentation, I'll be sharing my screen. And Noidar07, thank you, Alex. You helped me out a lot. Thank you so much. And I'll be sharing with you, the feedback. If you have some feedback, if you want some feedback on your ads, on some of the things that currently stopping you from scaling up your e-commerce business, I'm here for you. I'm here to answer your questions. So please drop those questions here in the chat, either it's Instagram or YouTube. I'll try to answer as many of those as I can. And in the meantime, I'll be sharing my screen. It will be presentation on screen. Kind of like a little bit skewed because of the dimensions on mobile phones. I'll also do YouTube video on this later on as well to make sure that everyone gets value from it. So those of you who don't know me, like those of you who are first time here, my name is Alex Faratov. Has been in e-commerce for 8 years now. Coming from Ukraine, was totally broke. Started e-commerce, changed my life forever. Moved to Miami. I mean, created a lot of success stories for myself, for other people. Been blessed with everything that I have, and I'm here to share with you what worked for me, what mistakes I have made, what things I wish I should have done better, so that you guys can learn from it. It's better to learn, from other people's mistakes than from your own ones. That's what I've learned, and so I'm here to share my mistakes and my learning so that you get advantage in your own businesses. All right, so I'll start sharing my screen, and hopefully it will look good. So that's how it looks like. Let me see. Just want to make sure it looks good. All right, I think it looks good now. I know it's a little bit skewed. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. I'm trying to just survive with the resources I have here. So, all right. So 1.6 million 90 days. I think I posted recordings. People oh, it's you actually did those numbers. Yeah, I posted many times. Can post more if necessary. And it's pretty much was one niche store. And I want to show you the best Shopify Facebook ad strategy for 2024. What's actually working right now? Because things change all the time, and things kind of evolve. So you constantly have to be aware of what's working right now and do those things as they evolve, right? So number one, the product that we're selling here, it's a pretty evergreen market. And one of the things that people do wrong when starting their e-commerce businesses or looking for other products to sell, they go after products that have seasonality or products that have very limited TAM. TAM is a total addressable market. What I like to do is I like to go after markets that have very big TAM, total addressable market, but also markets that are growing over time. So, for example, if I'm searching here for wrinkles as a problem, right? Let's say I want to sell the product that solves wrinkles problem. So you can see year over year it has its own fluctuations. There's high season here when people are getting very excited for some reason, January, February, probably new year, new resolutions, they want to look better, and then they kind of stop caring as much summertime, and then they start caring again, and then they start caring again. But the key thing here, if you're looking at some of these like trends, is that year over year it's growing, right? So the highest kind of like point here, right, versus highest point here, next year it basically got higher. And so yeah, it's kind of like it's going up. That's what you want to sell products in growing markets. And this is just like one very simple keyword. If we take, let's say, skincare as overall, right? Like boom, skincare. There you go. Right. So when people are saying these things like, oh, my product is saturated. Oh, there's like no one is buying my product. Oh, there's too much competition. Of course there's competition because there's a lot of demand. And so if you're looking like at the skincare as a category, it just blew up. Absolutely blew up. Look at this, like year over year, just growing, right? So it's not about the market, right? If you're thinking that you cannot sell your product profitably or scale your business because of the product, it's not the case. You cannot scale your product because of the poor marketing, and that's exactly what I'll help you with today. I'll help you to refine your marketing, make it more efficient. I'll give you all the strategies, Facebook ads tactics, strategies that are working right now, so that you can actually scale it. But the market itself is massive, right? It's massive and it's growing, right? So if you're in the skincare market, you're in a great place. Now, one of the things here, with this store in particular, we have very nice backend marketing with Klaviyo. We're getting like 25 to 30% of revenue from email, and we email 3 to 7 times a week, depending on the season. I have this very cool calendar here that helps us decide. Like, for example, now is a month of October, not October, yeah, September, right? So just in September, let me count how many holidays are there. Just in September, there's like 30 different holidays that I can use to sell my product. So let's say if I'm in the skincare niche, there is let's say Patriot Day for all women that are patriots. Stand Up to Cancer Day, 9/9, which is what, 2 days ago. You have International Day of Clean Air, Attend this Awareness Month, right? So whatever that means. World's Biggest Coffee Morning. All right. So I mean another National Crush Day, National Crush a Can Day, right? So every month there is like some holidays that you can use as basically as a excuse to sell your products. By the way, if you want this calendar, I have this whole calendar here. I also have the list of biggest shopping days, which includes, the all of the ones like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Green Monday, free shipping day, Christmas cutoff starts here, Boxing Day, winter holidays. You have New Year's Day, you have Father's Day, Mother's Day, Super Bowl Day, Valentine's, so all the major holidays, but also many of the smaller holidays that you can also leverage to sell your product. So that's what you need to have, especially for Q4. You want to be start preparing right now, because when Q4 comes, you don't want to be doing all of this stuff last minute. So for example, for us, when it comes to Q4, each one of these occasions, let's say Black Friday, we already have banners, we already have emails pre-scheduled for Black Friday. We already know like the kind of discounts that we'll be giving away, the offers that we'll be having on Black Friday, but we are having it right now. We don't wait until Black Friday comes, so then everything is done last moment. We don't have creatives, we don't have banners, we don't have emails, nothing is done. And so that's what you want to have. You want to have that very solid planning for Q4, and it has to be it has to start right now. So here was a store we could scale harder. We're optimizing for profit, so 28% profit margin. So the big thing that I'm looking for when starting like any new brand, any new store, also looking at other businesses, is that whether those businesses are serving big TAM. Again, total addressable market. How many products I can realistically sell in that market to hit the numbers that I want to hit. So, for example, if I want to do, let's say, $60 million this year, right? So $60 million, and let's say the average order value in the store is 100, let's say $100, then I need to sell 600,000 people, right? So now I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, so is the market big enough for me to do those kind of numbers? Because if market is not big enough, then obviously we have a problem. We either have to introduce some more products to sell to those people, or we have to get into a bigger market, or we have to expand internationally. But I'm planning all of that strategy from day one before I even start thinking about the product to sell or new product to add to one of our brands. So here the problem is evergreen. We have 84 million Americans that are above 45 plus. The population is aging, which is awesome. So every year the market that we can sell to grows. There's more women trying to buy, skincare products, want to look younger, and that's what we're looking for. So here we have $80 selling price, $65 margin per sale. COGS, cost of goods sold. This includes shipping, by the way. You must have winning economics if you want to scale something. Like you can be selling product for $20 and expect to scale like to millions of dollars. Like it's just like not viable. You need to have good margins. You need to negotiate with your suppliers to have lower costs. You need to have basically position yourself, put yourself in the best position to win. So you have to have those winning economics if you want to scale your store. So in this particular store, one product handles most sales, other products to increase average order value, LTV, and margins. And then we have retargeting with other products. So good example of this strategy. So I just have had a conversation with Ignacy, who's the founder of this brand called Coconut. He was speaking at our Elite Mastermind last week. He's phenomenal entrepreneur. So you can see how many different products they have and how many different, like, so they have even like different categories of products. They have different products. They have different categories of products. They have so many different products that they can sell to the same customer. And that's why their economics are phenomenal. They can acquire a customer even at a loss. And then that customer would come back to buy again. They have 50+% repeat purchase rate. Like, let me know in the chat, like, what's your repeat purchase rate? Even like, I mean, our repeat purchase rate is not 50%. I think this is phenomenal. Let me know in the chat. It's basically what percentage of your customers that you're acquiring with your Shopify store coming back to buy from you again. And the higher that number is, means your business is more valuable, your business is more sellable, your business is more stable, you sleep better at night. There's so many good things that are coming with that. Like your business is just fundamentally stronger instead of, just selling one product once and then, nothing happens. You just have one transaction and then customers never come back. You'd have customers come back to your store many, many times. And then, so here we're fulfilling with an agent. We have branded packaging, 3PL also in the United States. So to different parts of the world, we're shipping from different places. Some, we're shipping from 3PL. Some we have warehouse in China. And if you need some good contacts of proven agents that we worked with for a long time, just DM me agents. DM me agents on Instagram. I'll stop sharing my screen here so that. Was I sharing my screen all this time? Was it? Oh, I don't know. Do I share my screen now or no? Yeah, I think I was sharing. Let me see. Huh. Interesting. Let me know. I don't know if I was sharing my. Was I sharing my screen here? Okay. Let me check the comments. Let me see. Was my screen sharing? No. Jeez. Okay. Okay, now it was sharing. Okay, now. Okay, I think we're good. All right. Cool. So yeah, we have. I just want to make sure that everything is good. Like the image is good here. We did some test. All right. Cool. Um, all right. So yeah, that's on the first part. The kind of the overall strategy when you're releasing new products, you have to always think like how big of a potential that product has. Because if it doesn't have a lot of potential, it's not even worth doing. If you cannot build a brand out of the products that you sell, let's say initially you drop ship, right? And the goal of drop shipping is just to validate the product, get that initial momentum. That's fine, right? But if it's not something that you can turn into a brand, I would not even do it. Like you want to turn something into a brand, like you want to turn that drop shipping store that you have into something that you can scale, something that you can sell eventually if you want to. And if that's your goal, then you definitely have to choose products with a big potential, products with 8 or 9 figure potential. Anything less than that, it just simply doesn't make sense. If you want the list of my agents, just DM me agents. If you're on Instagram, watching this on Instagram, just DM me agents and I'll send it over to you. I'll send our contacts, people that we have worked with for a long time. Also, I see some people asked about calendar. DM me calendar. Please DM me calendar. I don't know how to share it here. Yeah, I'll try to record it. Let me see here. If I'll drop my Instagram here. It's technology. It's weird. We'll figure out some better solution to do these lives. But this is my Instagram. Please DM me on Instagram your DM me on Instagram the calendar if you want the marketing calendar I just shared with you. I also have, I think, yeah, I mean, I have so many different resources when it comes to like Facebook, creatives, scaling, landing pages, anything I can help you with. Just DM me on Instagram. This is my Instagram here on screen. If you're on Instagram already, just DM me. I see some, don't comment. Don't comment. Please DM me. Just click DM, send the message to me so that I can respond to you because after we finish this live, all of these comments will be gone and I won't be able to see them. For that reason, please DM me directly. And I have some delivery here. Perfect. Okay. Usin Stradler had to bring my mom to her cancer appointment. My man, I'm so sorry about your mom. Yeah, I'll make sure we have this call recorded and make sure that you have it available to rewatch later on. That's why we do business. Like that's why I mean this is why we run a business. This is why we scale the business. This is why we want to make more money to support people around us, to give them the best life they want and they need. And we don't choose the challenges that life sends our way, but we can definitely do something to help people around us. So big shout out to you, Yusin, for taking care of your mom and taking this seriously. Also being here to watch how to grow your business, because the more your business grows, the more money you make, the more you can help people around you. It's as simple as that. And you can help people around you much, like if you're not making money. So my goal for this live is to help you guys make more money so you can help people around you, give them better life. So ad structure, right? So we covered the market, we covered the whole backend. This is very important. 25 to 30% revenue from email. You need to have email marketing in place to maximize your profit margins. You need to be selling product in a market that is growing and the market that is big enough, even if it's competitive. Don't be afraid of competition. Go towards competition and then figure out how you can beat your competition. That's probably the best advice I can give you. So ad structure. So here we have 3 ad accounts to scale for safety. Like one of the things here, like especially when it comes to Q4, we're entering Q4. Very big amount of like bans, like high CPMs, ad accounts getting flagged. Like there's so many things that are happening right now, and will happen during Q4, just in a few weeks from now. And the only way to be prepared for it is to have backups. So for us, we have agency accounts backups, we have regular accounts backups, we have Pixel House, which is VM that houses the Pixel. We have backup business pages, we have backup profiles, we have backups for everything. And that is what's required in order for you to just have peace of mind. Because if you're relying on one ad account, maybe you spent millions of dollars on that ad account and it was running well for a long time, but you never know if it gets shut down. Like, guess what? I mean, it's like tomorrow, like some Facebook bug comes in and your account is banned. And so you want to make sure that you always have backup, especially if Facebook is your main source of traffic, main source of revenue. If you have a team that you have to pay, like you just can't afford to have only one asset available. So here for us, we started with 5 angles. One of them worked, make $220,000 in sales. Then we launched 6 products to email lists, retargeting SMS too. 30% of those products failed, basically. Some of the products that we wanted to test, and that's a big lesson there. A lot of the times, people getting excited about certain product that they want to sell, and they start selling that product, and then it turns out people don't want to buy that product. So you always want to validate products. That's why dropshipping model is so phenomenal and so amazing, because you can validate products without having huge upfront investment. If you think about Amazon, I know so many people that have like hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands units of inventory sitting in their basement, in their garage, somewhere in a warehouse, and they cannot move that inventory because they wanted to just like buy a lot of inventory, send it to Amazon, and then it turns out that people don't want to buy those products on Amazon, or something happens with their Amazon account and they're stuck with all of that inventory. So the key to avoid that is to validate products up front. If you cannot sell products before you have them, before you like invest a lot of money, then just don't do it. It's just a lot of risk, unless you have tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars to just like gamble. So that's what I would recommend. Always validate products, and dropshipping model is phenomenal with that. You can validate products first. If they work, then you can continue developing them, continue branding them, buying inventory, and continue building your brand. Let me know if that makes sense. If you have an opposite perspective on this, then just let me know in the chat. I always like the constructive conversation. If any of you guys have kind of like relevant experience. So here we continue testing angles and video creatives for winning angles. Then 35 of them went to make $1.4 million in the last 90 days. Found 5 winning angles and dozens of variations around it. Continued testing new angles for 10% of our budget. You always want to be testing new ads and new angles, right? So we use this tool, Get Hooked. This is a tool that we have built like initially internally for our own use. And this is the tool that like literally you can spy on any brand. Like you can spy on any brand. You can see how many ads they have active, how many ads they have launched, how many ads they have. You can see like all of the ads here. So you can see how many ads they launched. For instance, 405 ads in August. So if I'm selling a product in a similar niche and I want to compete with these people, I have to be launching a lot of ads. You have also some of their like pretty much their best performing hooks that they're running right now. You have their pretty much like their best performing ads as well. So if you go here, you see their top best performing ads. Boom. Okay, so we have here, what do we have here? We have this format, we have this format, we have a bunch of different interesting formats that we can learn from. We have here another one here, right? So we check their top best performing ads. What are the ads? What are the scripts? And let's say if I wanted to just check this check this specific ad, and replicate this ad. Then look, check it out. So very quick, save it here. I can generate a transcript from this ad within few seconds. That's like, that just gives me the script. I can send it to my creator. I can record it. I can just slightly tweak it, copy with one click. I have the script for the ad ready to go, right? So that's one of the things that you would want to do if you want to scale your business. Like, you'd have to like really ramp up any discount code for Get Hooked. Any discount code? I mean, we have a free trial if you want. You can test it out for yourself. See if it's something that you enjoy, something that adds value to your business. But getting ideas in the first place, getting transcripts, getting those scripts for the videos, and then you literally have the whole picture of what you have to do in order to replicate someone else's success, right? And just speed up that learning process. I also have, I think this is like a bigger kind of, I mean, this by itself is massive. This video here basically breaks down my whole e-commerce like infrastructure, like all of these things on the back end, on the front end, on the team building side. So besides just creative process, besides the things that we just covered on the Facebook side, there's many things that go beyond the business, behind the scenes, that makes this business running every single day, that makes this business successful, that makes the business growing. So if you want that video, just DM me infrastructure. Or I mean, if you want slides from this video, just comment slides. So I'll send you all of these slides together with all of these resources I shared, like the calendar, like brand examples, Get Hook link, like all of these things that I just shared with you. Just comment slides below. Ideally comment on, yeah, better if you DM me on Instagram. DM me on Instagram. At Alex Faratov 3F at the end. If you're already on Instagram, just DM me slides. DM me slides and I'll send it over to you along with all of the resources. That I have shared with you. All right. So now we covered the foundational parts, like going after big market, generating email revenue, backend revenue from there to make sure that the business has good economics, looking at products that have big potential for scaling, developing new products continuously and testing new products without a lot of risk using dropshipping model. I shared with you my agents. If you want, again, if you DM me agents on Instagram, I'll share the contact information with you. We covered a creation of like different angles. I covered that in a great detail, I think, in this video, in infrastructure one. I have many other great tutorials that I think you'll get a lot of value from. So just DM me infrastructure. I'll send you this one. I'll send you some other ones as well to help you grow your businesses. And then, let's go on the tactical side, which is ad scaling strategy. So for me, creative and angles main focus. And ad structure, I like to keep very simple. So started with $50 ad sets, interest targeting, wide interest, then basically kill losers after a 1x KPI. So for example, KPI in our case, if selling price is $80, we have $65 margin per sale. Our COGS are $15. So we use $65 as a break-even KPI. So that's when we kill the ads if they're not producing sales. And in case the metrics are very promising on the ad side, like let's say we have very good click-through rate, very low cost per click, that we might let it run for another 1x KPI. So in that case, they would spend $130. We use CBOs with 1 to 3 ad sets, budget from $500 to $2,000, and we kill it if it doesn't perform right away. After 500 events, lookalike for purchases, we tested those. It's not like lookalikes probably won't be very impactful for you. So I personally like just to go broad with no targeting using Advantage Plus, keeping it very simple, scaling in 7 countries. USA, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, Ireland. US is 82% of sales, but those other countries, if you mix some other countries together into the same assets, that can help you to lower your CPMs, can help you to get into some other auctions that are more cost efficient and cheaper. I actually did here, like literally step by step, how to scale from 1K a day to $10,000 per day. Like literally the whole process from start to finish. I literally broke it down here. Like I show you like all of the moving parts, like in that process, examples of the ads, upsells, downsells, like all of this. I mean, it's literally this. Like I think this tutorial by itself is probably more valuable than most people like paid courses. Like this is, I put a lot of work into it. So like, if you want to scale your business, like you just like you have the obligation to yourself and your family to watch it. So because it will help you to make more money. If it will help you to make more money, just send me a pack of Zins or send me send me something good. So yeah, I have this another tutorial. Again, just DM me slides so that I will send you all of these, this whole doc from this presentation with all of these documents. I think it will be more efficient than you guys send me specific keywords. So send me slides on Instagram. My Instagram should be here on the bottom of the screen. It's Alex Fatatov, 3F at the end. And that's that will give you all of these resources that are shared, all of the links, all of the tutorials, SOPs, documents. Like I'm here to serve you, and I'm here to help you, right? So if you're doing like already some numbers, or maybe you're thinking about getting e-commerce but you don't have that clarity yet, I'm here to give you that clarity. So key takeaways from what I shared today is: number one, scale one product in one evergreen niche, and then test sell more products to increase average order value, lifetime value, margins, loyalty, and more, to make your business more sustainable. The more creatives you test, the more scalable your business will be. Optimize creative sourcing process and start building a creative team. I have this whole document here from my friend Salif. He's running an amazing agency for creative sourcing, and there's all of the roles that you need to have on your creative team: video editor, creative strategist, media buyer, copywriter, creative coordinator, creator. So all of these are listed out here. Also breakdown of different stages of, as you grow your business, your creative team structure will change. I mean, that's one of the things I'm very passionate about, like just creative teams, because in my experience, observing businesses that do 7 figures versus businesses that do 8 figures versus businesses that do 9 figures, like a lot of that impact is created by the creative team, right? A lot of that grows. So find one winning angle and then then test variations of it like crazy. Once you have a winning angle, then just create different scripts, different hooks, different leads for those scripts to help you scale. And then break your market into symptoms and identify drivers of the purchase and target those segments with your ads. So for example, if we're talking about, I'll just stop sharing my screen. Oh, now it's working. Finally, I stopped sharing my screen. So let's say if you're talking about skincare for older ladies, a few of the things there, like saggy skin, right? Wrinkles. I think it's called turtleneck, or like there's like some neck wrinkles, right? So there's many different symptoms that those women could have, kind of like part of the same problem. They still want their skin to look good, but there is like smaller segments of that market that the more precise you go after those segments, and those segments can still be like 5, 10, 20 million people suffering from those specific symptoms. The more you go after specific symptoms and show how your product can help with those specific symptoms, the more your ads will resonate with potential customers, and the higher your conversion will be. So that's very, very important point, and that's what you see. People that are operating on the highest level in terms of the advertising, that are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars per day. That's what they have dialed in. So let me see here some of the questions. You guys had some phenomenal question. Okay, let's do this one from Ken Bummer. And again, guys, everything that I shared with you today, I know it was like a lot of information. I know it could be like, oh, Alex, like, whoa, like I just woke up. Like I just woke up, I'm not ready for all this. No problem at all. Just DM me on Instagram, DM me slides on Instagram. I'll send you this document. You can rewatch it. We might even get the recording of this live so that you can rewatch it later on as well. My objective here is to serve you and help you. So you did a very good recap video back in 2019 about Q4. You showed that you had about a dozen items. What do you suggest selling for Q4 for beginners who never been through this season? Q4 is amazing for jewelry, for gifts, like very good, right? So that's what I would start. If that's the time of the year that I would start, those are the categories that I would probably look into. Obviously, you can sell like problem-solving products as usually, but gifts are usually naturally selling Q4, so I would just take advantage of that moment. So yeah, thank you so much for the question, Ken Bomber M. Why? Oh yeah. So this is exactly, Michael. I think you mentioned about the repeat purchase rate. If I'm not mistaken, 5%. It's very low, unfortunately. So yeah, there's many things that you can do to improve that. I think I have some resources that I can send your way to increase the repeat purchase rate. If you DM me on Instagram, about this, I'll send you some resources to help you maximize the repeat purchase rate. But 5% is very low. Yeah, Ignacy from Coconut, they're getting 50%, which is phenomenal. And that's, I think, great goal to aim for. SM, hey Alex, why do some brands have multiple editorial pages? Is this mandatory? The reason they have multiple editorial pages is because it helps them to scale. If you think about any brand that scales, they rarely scale with one angle. So advertorials can help you to position your product to a different angle, to a different segment of the market, and that helps you to scale your ads. Simple as that, right? So like we talked about, let's say skincare market, wrinkles, saggy skin, turtleneck, or whatever, like neck that has like wrinkles and stuff like that. There could be advertorial for each one of those angles. Then obviously the ads on the front end also would talk about those specific problems. But this way you're hitting multiple segments of the markets and you can scale farther. So let's say you can spend $10,000 a day on one angle, you can spend $10,000 a day on another angle, $10,000 on a third angle. So now you can spend $30,000 instead of spending only 10. And that's how these brands are scaling. That's why they have multiple landing pages. That's why they have multiple advertorials. That's why they have so many variations of the creative that you're like, oh, I mean, that's a lot of ads. So I do record these videos. So I had a question, why these are never recorded. I do record them. They're like in the live section of my YouTube channel. So yeah, I think we'll just be like reposting them. But if you go to my YouTube channel and you go to the live section, every live that I did is there. So you can rewatch it there easily. I want to be able to run my online business by myself, but when I see brands having multiple landing pages, it overwhelms me. Many things are overwhelming me too every day. You start with one. You don't have to like You didn't have to have like multiple landing pages. All you need initially, all you need to do $100,000 per month is one good lender, one good product, probably one good ad. That's it. So if you just like, okay, so you test the lender and it doesn't work. Okay, let me make some tweaks to it. Let me observe the video session recordings, where people drop off, why they drop off, what other information needs to be on that lender. And you really, 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 really dial in one lender, then you'll start making sales, you'll start making money, you'll start making profit. And once you have profit, you can hire someone to build your landing pages. So then that's not a problem anymore, and it won't be overwhelming for you. So just start with one. I think in many cases in life, we're getting overwhelmed because something seems like so complex. Like, for example, if you think about like how Elon Musk is building rockets, like, I mean, it's overwhelming. It's kind of like quite overwhelming how he builds rockets, but he doesn't like build the rocket like right away, right? They break it down into small pieces, or how the cars are made, or how the TV is made, how this phone is made, right? On which you're probably watching this video. It's like, oh shit, it is overwhelming. If they would say, if they would show you the graph of this phone with all of the moving parts. I worked on the factory, so you can trust my authority. Like on this on this subject, I'm an authority. I know how shit is being made because I worked on the factory, and we would get a little like document, right, with all of the specifications for one little part of, let's say, this phone, right? We haven't been making phone, but I'll just send you like as an example, right? So for example, this part here is a small part, right? This part here, this button, is another small part. This screen is another part. The case here, it's a different part. And so now, instead of being overwhelmed by something humongously complex, once you start breaking it down into smaller pieces, it suddenly becomes doable. And the same with e-commerce business. People are like, oh, my ads don't convert, like my product is saturated. Okay, let's slow down. What exactly is not working for you? Oh, my ads don't convert, my product is saturated, like 352 people have ripped my product, and my product is so unique. I found it on the page of like 3055 of AliExpress, and they ripped my product, and they ripped my ads, and they ripped my landing pages. So the way you approach it is like you break it down. In e-commerce business, at least like on the foundational stage, to do like $100,000 per month, few $100,000 per month, like something that can like literally change life for most people, you only need three things. You need a product that's good, that has good TAM. You need good ads, and you need a good funnel. That's it. Like these three things you put in place, you have yourself a good business. And so now if you start breaking it down to smaller parts, okay, product, what kind of product it has to be? Product has to fulfill all of these criteria. It's like bam, 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 right? And by the way, I have those criteria for you. I have the whole product research template. Literally, I'm here to serve you guys. If you DM me on Instagram, you have to DM me on Instagram because I can't respond here, unfortunately. You have to DM me on Instagram. DM me product. I'll send you the product research template. All of the criteria for good products, because a lot of the times, people go like and do the research. Oh, I really like this product. I want to sell this product. Like, does it have good margins? Oh, I don't know. Like, does it have a big TAM, total addressable market? Can you sell this product to like tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of customers? Oh, I don't know. Like, but if you go like step by step and start like, okay, does it fill this criteria? Does it fill this criteria? Does it fill this criteria? It suddenly becomes so much easier to do and choose the right products to focus on and spend your time, effort, energy, and money on. So that's on the product side. Then when it comes to, by the way, DM me product on Instagram, Alex Fedotov 3F at the end. If you guys watching this on Twitter, I have like 350 spam messages, all these people trying to sell me something on Twitter. So I'm not really responding to those, unfortunately. So DM me on Instagram. This is the best way to get in touch with me. Alex Fedotov 3F. DM me product. I'll send you the product research template. I'll send you tutorials. I'll send you documents. I'll send you like different things that can help you like answer those questions that you have for you and start moving your business forward and start scaling it up. So product we covered, right? Ads, creatives, ads, visual ads. So it's either the videos, images, or carousels. 3 options, enough to do 100K a month minimum, right? Like that's like good starting point. Everyone watching this video, I mean, if you're not doing 100K per month, like how can I help you? How can I help you? Like literally, that's what I'm asking myself. How can I help you? Like 100K per month, it should be doable, viable, possible for everyone watching this live right now. If you're already doing bigger numbers, shout out to you. Hopefully some of the things here will be helpful. I mean, 100% will be helpful. But if you want to go from 100K per month to 1 million per month, that's why I have this full tutorial. I put a lot of work into it. Like literally my whole like experience consolidated into 1 hour of pure value. So if you want that, DM me slides here, right? But either way, whatever resource you need help with, whatever challenge you have right now in your business, you have to hammer me on Instagram. This is my Instagram, Alex Fedotov 3F. I know the name is like not the best. That's the only one I could get. DM me on Instagram. So product we covered. Ads we covered. There's creatives, visuals. I have so many different resources to help you with that. Get Hooked is one of the tools that I highly recommend for you to use because it will help you to just streamline that process. Get inspiration from brands, not just like random ads, but from winning ads. You'll know exactly which ads are winning. Get Hooked AI. Test it out for yourself. It will change your life. And then the other one is Funnel. Advertorials, landing pages. I have loads of resources on those. I have tutorials, I have documents, I have SOPs, I have the whole funnel breakdowns, I have swipe files. Again, DM me on Instagram and I'll send those over. Alex Fedotov 3F. DM me. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Shy people rarely get rich. Like, unfortunately, like that's what I tell my son. Like, he's sometimes he's a little bit shy and he's like, I'm like, you want to be rich? And he's like, yeah, I want to buy all the toys. And I'm like, you can be shy if you want to be rich. Like you have to ask for what you want and you'll get it. But if you're not asking for what you want, then you will not get it. So yeah, let me know if that makes sense. Make sure that we're connected on Instagram. Make sure that you send me exactly what you're looking for so I can support you on your journey. So many resources, so many different nuggets I can share with you. But yeah, you have to just ask. So when scaling, can I just use one landing page, advertorial, etc., or is it mandatory for me to have multiple landing pages? Again, if you have a good landing page advertorial, you can scale it to a certain level. Sometimes it's $50,000 per month. Sometimes it's $100,000 per month while being profitable. Sometimes it's multiple 6 figures per month. But then after that, like it will kind of like plateau, right? So now at that point, you'll need to start adding like some new advertorials and landing pages to just maximize those results. But it's definitely enough. One good landing page or one good advertorial is enough for you to do great numbers. Derek Mensa, what is the average profit margin when you scale aggressively on Facebook ads? When you scale aggressively, 10-15%. When we're optimizing for profitability, 20-25%, 30%, depending on the brand. So those are usually the numbers. Hey, Alex, how do you optimize the ads to hit 20% profit ROAS? Also, if my landed cost is $12 and I sell it for 36, that my 20% profit ROAS comes around 214. Is it feasible? How to optimize this? It's a great question. It is a phenomenal question, Mohammed Imran. Very, very specific question. I love these kind of questions. So what do? You have to maximize your AOV. Then your ROAS will drop. Simple as that. Also, try experimenting with higher price points. The way you can achieve higher price points is by using advertorials and landing pages that pre-sell your product and build the value before people see the price. For example, one of our products, we took the price point from 39 to 59. Same product, but we have good landing pages. We have good value building. We educate customers a lot on the product and how it's different from all of the other products they could buy, because there's always someone cheaper. If you just compete on price, oh, my competitor's selling it for 30, I'll sell it for 29. Okay, your competitors start seeing that you're selling for 29, they sell it for 28. You're like, okay, I'll sell it for 27. And then they sell for 26. And then you sell for 25. It's race to the bottom. It's not sustainable unless you have direct relationship with factories, or you are the factory. If you're a factory watching this, you can afford that, but most people cannot because they work with agents, suppliers. There's extra fees and costs that come into it. So we have to position our products as premium products in order to make good margins. So for you, Mohammed, first try to optimize your average order value. Make sure that people buy more than one product on average. Try to get your average order value to at least, our objective is always double the front end price. So if front end price is $36, we want to get at least $70 like average order value. There's many ways to achieve that. There's bundling, there's offers, there's incentivizing people and giving them free gifts and free products if they buy, let's say, more than 3 units. There's many, or establishing free shipping benchmarks. If, let's say, you would only give free shipping if people order for more than, let's say, $100. So now people will be more incentivized to add more products to the cart. But you basically have to increase your average order value, because then your economics will change. Even if you ship more products, usually shipping takes a big chunk of that COGS. And your product cost is usually, sometimes it's like, let's say product costs like $4, but shipping costs $8, right? Or at least, big chunk of that. So the more products you sell in one package, the more efficient your overall cost structure will be. So I would work on average order value, negotiate with your supplier, have them lower the price for you, then introduce upsells, downsells, to just pretty much average order value maximization, conversion rate maximization. You can definitely make it work, but at least I love that, Mohammed, you know your numbers. It's so important, and so little amount of people, they really know their numbers to the extent that you just outlined. And so that's one of the things that you have to, at least you have the foundation. You know where the problem is. Now you can fix it. Conversion rate optimization, average order value optimization, better creatives, negotiating with your suppliers. These 4 things will help you to become profitable, will help you to scale. Mohammed, if I can help you with any other resources, please hit me up on Instagram. And I'll help you out. All right. So if you're also selling the same product like you showed, since the TAM is huge, but the competitor was 800 ads, how would I compete then? It's an amazing question. It's an amazing question, Mohammed. You should have an Oscar for like asking amazing questions. Oscar to Mohammed, deliver, please. So it's like, these are amazing questions. So how you compete with those people? Initially model them, initially model their best performing angles, best performing ads. And just by doing that, you can get to like initial momentum, $100,000 a month. After that, it would come down to the innovation, better research on the angles, what angles that are available in the market that they're not hitting. So it would come down to the research, Amazon reviews, Reddit, Quora, like basically forums, identifying other angles that your competitor is not serving. That's how you basically compete with them. But I wouldn't be scared of that. I would be inspired by that. That's the mindset. Okay, so what they're doing right, how can I learn from it, what angles I can use. Maybe my ads would be slightly different, maybe different editing, maybe slightly different scripts. Initially you can just like rewrite the scripts. That's how most people start. They're just wiping good performing ads, rewriting those, and over time you can start innovating. Can you please share this doc? Yes, I can. I can share it on Instagram. Please DM me on Instagram and I will send it over to you. DM me slides on Instagram. I'll send you this whole document with all of these things that I have shared. Nikita, yeah, it's basically, I'll translate. Where can you get the document? Yeah, it's the same. Please DM me on Instagram. DM me, I want this doc. Yes, please. Just DM me on Instagram. DM me on Instagram. I'll send it over to you. DM me slides, and I'll send it over. All right. So let's do one more question, and then I will have to wrap up. But they're already on 850 and we just started, so we don't have that big budget to test that many creatives. Also, Facebook for that keyword angle may prefer their ads over us. Maybe, Alex. Don't be scared. Don't be scared by competition. Like, there's always ways to win. Like, model their ads initially. Don't copy like one-to-one. Model their advertorials initially. Model that as a starting point. You'll get momentum. Like, maybe Facebook will not give you like 100% of the traffic, but Facebook will give you some traffic, and then you can use that as your launch pad to keep optimizing and keep building. Let's say I have one amazing advertorial that converts like crazy. Can I just use that one and that one only, just to keep things simple, or this is a bad idea? If you have one, try to scale it obviously as much as you can. But then on the side, try new ones. Always try to beat the control. This is the mindset of everyone who's scaling on Facebook, like very, very nicely, is that they're constantly innovating. They're constantly creating new advertorials, new angles. That's also the beauty of Get Hooked, is that you can see the best performing advertorials from your competitors. You can see their best performing ads. You can see their best performing hooks. So now you can shortcut that learning curve. I wouldn't be like scared that they running ads. It just validates that there's a market that they sell to. And it's even better because like they're already educated like a lot of that market. It's not usually the first company that comes in and starts, scaling. Like, no one has basically 100% of the market. That's the biggest one. That's the biggest one. I think the biggest takeaway, that no one has no one has 100% of the market. Let me get you some discount code for Get Hooked, so that you can. I see some. See you ask here. OFW Wealth Management, but you can just test it out with. You can just test it out with a free trial and see if you like it in the first place. See if it adds value to your business. Oh, yeah. Bro, I would replicate their best ad and test it immediately. OFW. Thank you so much. Yeah, I have the same view on this. You basically want to like replicate, like model the best performing ads from your competitors, and then once you have momentum, start innovating and creating some better ads, and you will do. We like it already. Perfect. OFW, OFW wealth management. Perfect. How you're planning to scale this coming Q4, especially for Black Friday? Number one, we bought a lot of inventory, so we're already on the inventory side. That's usually the biggest problem with people scaling up during Q4. They don't have enough inventory to scale, and so inventory, emails, and banners, like all of the graphic assets we already have ready for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, New Year, Christmas. We already have them ready. Everything is ready. We don't have to do it like last moment when the time comes. We already structured the offers for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all of the discounts, all of the packages and stuff like that. And that's the that's what I would recommend. Then on the other side, we have the team. I mean, we kind of like overhired a little bit on the customer support side specifically, because if you want to like triple or quadruple our volume during Q4, we need more customer support agents to respond to customers on time. We also onboarded 2 new video editors so that we can pump out more volume during Q4, because competition will be quite, everyone will try to push ads. So we want to innovate very fast. We want to pump ads very fast, but we're starting with that right now. So even if we start like with a new video editor right now, by the time Q4 hits, like 1 month, 1.5 months, we already have them trained and ramped up, so they can manufacture. The manufacture. That's my factory. That's my factory. Kind of past speaking. So we can pump more ads faster. That's the key. The key is speed, right? Like whoever can execute fastest on the ideas will always win. And so that's what I would recommend. Then we have, how long does it take to plan and get everything ready for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas, and New Year's? If you start now, you should be good. Inventory is the biggest one. Inventory, like 80-20 of all of this, inventory and the team. Inventory, have enough inventory. If you plan to triple your volume during Q4, make sure that your supplier, your agent, your factory has enough inventory for you to do that. So kind of like reserve it, have agreement with them. Okay, so I want to reserve it. I don't want to pay for it up front, but I want to reserve it. Kind of like it would depend on your relationship with them. If you need good agents, if your agents cannot do that for you, just DM me agent on Instagram. I'll send you the introduction. And that should solve many of your issues. And then customer support agents, I would start, if you're planning to scale up during Q4, I would start ramping them up right now. Like right now. Like you still have enough time. What is the best payment method to use as Stripe Reserve? For those that are billing $4,000 per month, there are many, but there are with fees if you don't exceed a certain monthly turnover limit. Monthly turnover limit. Yeah, it's a relatively like low volume. I would still have. I mean, if they come with fees, they come with fees. But it's better to have something as alternative than not to have one, even if it comes with certain costs. But it makes you more like prepared for Q4. I would pay the fees, and it is what it is. Like when you're doing more volume, you have more negotiating power with these people. You can negotiate your fees and stuff like that. But if you're not doing volume, there's not many things that you can do. Just pay the fees and move on. Like maximize your profitability, maximize your volume during Q4. And then for the after Q4, after you have the processing history, now you can use that, leverage that to get other processors with better fees and better structures. Do you need new emails and banners, or you can just reuse the ones from last year? You can 100% reuse the ones from last year if you have some good ones, and then create some new variations of those. if you have some history, if you have some history of best performing banners, like you can still reuse them for sure, 100%. We'll be reusing some of the ones from last year too. If the product is costing me $27, do you still follow 3x pricing or have like 30% flat margin during testing? I like to have 3x margin no matter what. 3x margin, I think that should be like a minimum if you want to scale. You can test with lower pricing, see if the bump in the conversion rate worth it. If your conversion rate is drastically different with a $57 price point, still like very low. Yeah, it's very low. I mean, from my perspective, it's very low margin. But if that gives you like very significant boost in the conversion rate, you can use something like IntelliGems to test different pricing structures. So you can, this way you know like which pricing option works the best, which one gives you the best conversion rate. And I know I haven't answered some of the questions here. If you guys have any questions that I have not answered for you, please DM me directly on Instagram. DM me directly on Instagram. My Instagram is where's my Instagram? Alex Faratov, 3F at the end here, and I'll answer those questions for you. I'll help you out as much as I can. I'll send you resources. I'll send you tutorials. I'll send you SOPs. I'll send you documents. I'll send you templates relevant to the problem that you're like facing right now, and we'll get it scaling. That's the objective, right? So let's make a tremendous Q4. I think I'll be dropping some more resources and more help for you guys in coming weeks to help you maximize this Q4. I hope this was valuable. DM me slides on Instagram if you want the whole document from this presentation here, so that you can implement some of these things. And I'm here for you. I'm here for you to any questions, any issues you're facing, to help you out, to help you scale, help you make more money. That's the objective. And thank you, Mohammed. Again, thank you so much for amazing questions. Thank you, Derek. Thank you, SM. You guys are phenomenal questions. Thank you, Hatim. And I appreciate you so much for joining, for listening in, for asking questions. I'll try to help you as much as I can. Just DM me on Instagram. We'll take it from there. And you guys have a phenomenal rest of your weeks. Keep preparing, keep building, keep scaling, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I appreciate it so much. Bye-bye.